there everyone, I just wanted to make a quick little video having to do with my selection of Buggy books. So yeah, let's just get right into that. Let's see. So this isn't really a Buggy book necessarily, it's just a guide on drawing and recording things that you see in nature, but it does have a section for insects in it. This book, I'm sure lots of you people are aware of, an Inordinate Fondness for Beetles. It is a very, very good and informative book. Love it. Innumerable Insects is also fantastic. It has a beautiful cover. I don't know if you can see, but it's got some iridescence in the Mantis wings rather. Yeah, this is a lovely book. And I just show you some stuff inside. That's gorgeous. I would have that as a print on my wall if I could. It's very informative. It's beautiful to look at. Even if you don't necessarily want to read all of the informative text, it is a great reference for all these sorts of plants and insects. Perhaps if you're an artist, or Christmas is coming up, if you know an artist that's really interested in nature and such. But if that is the case for you, I would also recommend this one for sure. This is like my little, oh, please excuse my smoothie over there, that's my breakfast. This book I love. I have a signed copy because I'm a nerd like that. It is one of the more comprehensive, beginner-friendly guides out there if you want to get into breeding beetles. Really the only good beetle breeding guide that I could find in English, but Oren McMonagle has excuse me, I'm a little bit sick right now. He has lots of other books on all other different types of invertebrates, so you should totally check him out. This book is fantastic. This is just, let's scoot these over a little bit. It's so beautiful. I cannot get over how gorgeous this book is. It has, the information as far as taxonomy and, wow, excuse me, I should really drink some tea or something. It has where the beetle is found. It has like some information on the size differences between male and female. Of course, it has the scientific name and the common name if it has it. Not all of these in here do have a common name. It has some information. It has the actual size of the beetle. So, gosh, wow, this one's huge. For example, let's find a smaller one. How about this one? So this is the actual size of the beetle, but they do also include a close-up photograph, so you can get some very, very, very cool details in there. Yeah, this book is fantastic. It's gorgeous. Definitely recommend for the beetle lover in your life if you're looking for a gift. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's gigantic though, just so you guys know, like this thing's heavy. Ugh. I love it though, I really do. Recently received this book from my twin sister as a birthday gift, our birthday. It's also insanely beautiful. Lots of information about bees, of course, because it's, the Bee Bible. It's so gorgeous. I can't get over how pretty it is. But of course it's very, very informative as well. This is, not only does it have lots of you know, scientific background and historical, as well as it does include some, let's see, bees in like mythology and such like that. But it also has lots of recipes and things in there too. You know, how to make things out of the honey or the wax or what have you. It also tells you how to set up your own hive, you know, how to get started, how to build your own hive. There's lots and lots and lots of information in here. It's really, really cool. Even if you don't necessarily want to have your own hive, it's just an extremely interesting read. I would definitely recommend it for sure. Oh, that's so pretty. Dream right there, guys. Let's see, I have this other bee book here. If I keep showing you guys the inside of all of these books, this is gonna be a long video. But gosh, wow, this one is also very beautiful. I'm definitely a sucker for gorgeous books. Like, I'm sure that's obvious by now. It's just, oh gosh, this one specifically goes very much into gardening for bees and other pollinators. I mean, obviously it focuses on bees, but it does mention butterflies and moths and some birds in here too, I believe. So that's a really good one if you're wanting to start perhaps helping your native pollinators. This is a really good one for that. I do have a praying mantis book here, just like your typical little, oh gosh, my room's a mess. Sorry about that. Yeah, just a very, very basic little guide that I got before getting a mantis. Well, I was about to get a mantis and then I decided against it, simply because at the time the shipping just wasn't going to work out with all this COVID stuff, and I didn't think it was fair to subject a live animal to, especially with the temperatures and stuff. Here where I live, it was really, really hot, and I didn't think it was a good idea. I have a couple of Japanese books here. I do study the Japanese language, and I do have a very, very, very good friend that lives in Japan who sent me these. So I thought it would be really fun to learn some Japanese entomology vocabulary. Obviously, this is more geared towards a younger audience. I'm definitely not fluent in Japanese. For as long as I've been studying it, you would think I would be, but it's a very difficult language, guys. But yeah, I just think this is super interesting. Like, the information is all very, you know, elementary. Again, it's geared towards children, but I just thought it would be really cool to, you know what the word for elytra is, or, you know, a wing, or, you know, what have you. Yeah, so that's a really cool book. This one is lovely too. Covers a lot of the butterflies in my country. It's very informative, and it's just gorgeous. It's very beautiful. This is more specific to where I live. When I go hiking, I do take this book with me in case I am lucky enough to find a little critter along my way. I do like to pull this out and see if I can figure out what kind of insect it is. It is a little bit of a chubby book, so I don't always bring it with me, but in that case I do try to take close-up pictures of whatever insect it is that I found, so that I can come home and look through this book and try to see if I can find exactly what it is. This book, all my books are falling over because I have a pile of growing on my desk. Anyway, this book is really, really, really good. Let's see if I can open it with one hand here. I really need to get a tripod, guys. Let's see. So, oh, yeah, that's my bookmark. Why did I have this page bookmarked? I definitely read further than this, so I must have had it bookmarked for a reason. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is a very good book. It is more on the elementary side. I don't think it's childish by any means. Maybe middle to high school type age. It's very informative, and if you really would like to, you know, like it says, know how insects work, like their mechanics, their organs, their systems, how they function, this is a very, very good book for that. Yeah, this is fantastic, and it's kind of formatted like a textbook, but it's definitely more interesting the way it's written. It's kind of cut up into little chunks so you don't get overwhelmed by all the information. This is a book that I do like to bring along with me if I have if I know that I'm going somewhere where I'm going to be having some downtime, maybe like a doctor's appointment, or if I need to go on a long car ride or something like that, I'd like to bring this book with me. This book I also like to bring with me for the very same reason. It's more of a narration of a specific person, Dave Golson, hopefully I'm saying that right, his adventures with bees, and I think that is just so cool. All of his wanderings and encounters and such, and he's very charismatic, and he mixes in it's basically like informative storytelling. It's very, very fun. This book, first of all, is gorgeous. I follow her on Instagram as well as her Etsy account. I think perhaps one other media platform, maybe Facebook, I'm not sure, but her drawings are absolutely gorgeous. I would definitely recommend checking her out. This book is beautiful. Again, very gorgeously illustrated by her. And this is also cut down into lots of little chunks. So if you wanted to, you could just sit and read a page or two and just kind of absorb that. Like what I would do sometimes is I would bring it to work with me on slow days at the hospital. And, you know, I could read like a little chunk, you know, like literally just a small paragraph in between answering phone calls and such. And I didn't really feel like I was getting interrupted because it was enough time to digest that little piece of information and then go back to, you know, another little piece of information, if that makes sense. This is a wonderful, wonderful book. And last but not least, this is a book that I pretty much always have on my desk with me, or in my purse. That's kind of why it's a little beat up. This is probably one of my favorite books ever. In terms of nonfiction. I've read it probably, I think I'm on my third time reading it. It's extremely informative. It's funny and witty, and you don't get bored reading this book. It's lovely. She has just this way of writing that makes you so I mean, I already care about insects, obviously, but it's just, it gives you like a whole new perspective. I don't know how else to explain it. Perhaps if you were one that maybe is not terribly fond of insects, maybe you're even scared of them, I might recommend picking up this book. It's amusing and funny enough that even if you don't have this huge interest in insects, it is definitely still a good read. You find out some very interesting things. For example, gosh, there was one thing in here that I thought was just hilarious and so interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. It was just talking about how some types of swallowtail butterfly have eyeballs on their penis. you know, for more accuracy, I suppose. Anyway, that section was very interesting. And just the way she writes, it's the way she goes about it, it's just so, it just evokes emotion from you, like whether you're, you know, in awe or you just laugh out loud literally while you're reading it. It's just a fantastic book. It's pretty much always on my desk or in my purse, just because I like to just pick it up and read little chunks of it at a time, maybe just for a little pick-me-up, or if I, you know, just don't have much else to do at the moment. Definitely one of my favorite books. And yeah, that's pretty much all of my insect books. I have a couple other little animal book things here. But yeah, this video ended up being a little longer than I anticipated. I just wanted to share my little bug book library, if you will. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed spending a little bit of time with me, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day. Okay, bye-bye.